This is our horror review of Jeepers Creepers 3.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Metal Horror Gamer with my special guest.
Hi guys, it's me, Mother Mischief again.
And we're here having our discussion and thoughts about Jeepers Creepers 3. Now, obviously, this came out in September 26, 2017, but we didn't see it when it came out in theaters for that one day. And it's been on Netflix now. And we watched it on Netflix last night. And we just felt like we had to talk about it because we love horror films. And I've always liked the Jeepers Creepers movies. So, yeah, let's talk about Jeepers Creepers 3.
First off, can I say that when I saw the creeper in the red shirt, I just wanted so bad for him to bust through a wall and say, oh yeah. Just for like 1 second, that was it.
Yeah, but okay, speaking of the red shirt, before we even get to the fucking movie, I hate that he has this red shirt on. It looks so cheap.
It looks like he went to Walmart and just picked up a red shirt randomly. He was running out of clothes and it was laundry day.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, if you don't know, Jeepers Creepers 3 takes place between Part 1 and Part 2. So this is more like Jeepers Creepers 1.5. But the problem is that it doesn't really connect well because of that red shirt. The first movie, all he really has is like the hat and the trench coat, and that's it. Part 2 is the same thing. But then in this one, he's wearing a red t-shirt. It looks like a brand new red t-shirt. Like he just like you said, he got at Walmart, and it's just like it's all clean looking. Like why? It doesn't even. And I know why. I'm guessing why is that they didn't have a big enough budget, so they could not do all the right kind of prosthetics and makeup on the actual body. So they just said, let's just do the face. And just put a fucking shirt on. But
why couldn't they just get something that'll match, like a black shirt or something?
Yeah, something like that. Why is such a bright red shirt? It looks so stupid.
Like for a moment, I was like, if the shirt was yellow, it'd be like a creeper, Luke Cage type deal.
Okay, it looks stupid. But okay, first of all, let's talk about the story. Now, to be honest, I don't even know what the fuck was going on in this movie. I mean, I understand it. But to me, and I know they try to connect certain parts with Part 1, and they kind of end with the thing to Part 2. But the movie doesn't actually even have a good story worth telling. Like, I didn't need to know what happened between those two movies. Just get to what happened after Part 2. This movie doesn't really tell you anything. You're like, oh my god, I had to know that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything.
Honestly, I don't even know what to make of it, because I was just like, okay. I like, 1 and 2. And then going into this one, I was like thinking, okay, it's going to be its own story, which it kind of was. And then they just kept referencing back to, the other movies. I mean, and I'm just like, okay, it's cool that you have that. Maybe you could have just kept that as like, okay, like a little Easter egg or something, keep it low, but not try to, inject it every fucking time.
It's it's all over the place. Part 1, it was clearly about, about the main character is Derry and his sister, which I forget her name. Trish, I think it's her name.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Derry and Trish, they stumble upon the Mr. Creeper, and he comes after them. He obviously wants Derry. Oh, and if I didn't mention before, there will be spoilers. So I'll say it now. Okay.
Spoilers
for all 3 films, and then Part 2, it focuses around this one father who lost his son in the very beginning, who wants to revenge, but also revolves around the school bus full of these kids on the school bus being attacked by Mr. Creeper. It has a focused storyline. Part 3, you give me like, okay, the cop from the first movie, and then this sheriff guy who's all of a sudden wants revenge for some reason because he knew somebody that was a kid, saw his dad get killed or something, and then you got the beginning of the guy in the car, and some guy gets taken away. And then you got this old lady who's seeing the ghost of her son, talking about some bullshit.
That bitch has gone crazy.
And then you got this one asshole kid who traps rabbits for fun, I guess. And then it shows his sister and his mom that don't do anything in the movie. And you got this other girl who has a horse, but she doesn't really offer anything. And you got this guy with the freckles on his face, and he doesn't really do shit. It's like there's too many characters.
Everybody just showed up just to show the fuck up.
And none of them really matter anything to the plot. And then there's one guy who really wants revenge, and he has the minigun, but then he gets killed real quick by him stupid himself. So it's just like, what is this movie trying to tell me?
It felt very scattered.
It doesn't tell you anything.
That's
it's just like, it's so... Ugh.
One had its own story. Like you said, these two, brother and sister, they're traveling along, and they ended up running into the creeper. 2, like you said, it was focusing on this guy, trying to get revenge, whatever, and of course, a bus full of like high school kids. Okay, those were those two stories on their own, containing the creeper in it, which was, of course, the main attraction.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they do this with this one? Yeah, I understand. Like you said, you wanna, incorporate what happened in the first movie to make it, so that way audiences who haven't seen maybe the other ones and want to see this one could, could be like, okay, well, now I have to see the first one in order to, piece together everything to understand what's going on. Okay, you want to incorporate the first one going into this one, and it just didn't sit right. It's just, like I said, it was just like, okay, here's another punch to it. And
if they wanted to do this, it should have been the second film when they made it, and it should have been about Trish doing something, trying to find her brother or find out who the creeper is. It would have made sense. Yeah, that would have made more sense. What they did here is like, I don't know what's going on. There's too many characters. They have too many backstories, and it's just like, it's all a fucking jumbled mess.
I felt that if you could have taken, like, okay, mention that, they had a connection with the creeper too, that they saw him or they had an incident with him. Okay, but you don't need to go like too in depth with it, like kind of how they did. To me, you could have just said, okay, they also had, their touch with him and this and that, and just continue on with the story.
But like we said, the story is not much there. The story's not very good, whatever.
It's not.
The characters, I think I think all of them are terrible. I mean,
but you just don't connect with any of them.
You
or
don't
feel for them how you did within the first or the second one.
Am I supposed to feel bad for this old lady because her son got killed? Man, I didn't even know the guy. I had no connection to him.
All I see is a skeleton-looking woman going crazy out on a fucking field, digging up holes in her in her land.
And then her daughter, she needs some hay for her horse, and that's pretty much her storyline.
Her horse needs breakfast.
I'm like, okay, I don't care about this. And then the guy with the freckles, he's just like horny for that girl, and it's like, I don't care about this guy either.
It's like, dude, I don't care about you or your fucking heart on or your damn freckles. It's just like, get to a fucking story.
You had that asshole guy on the bike, and he's just like,
okay, him, I was kind of glad when, it ended up happening.
He didn't do anything in the movie, so it's just like, I don't need him either. And then the sheriff guy, he's angry, but doesn't really sound all that angry, but it's like, I don't know, it's just, he wasn't very good either. I mean, I think all the characters are crap, their dialogue was crap, the story was crap. It was like, I don't know what they were thinking with this movie.
It could have been a hell of a lot better.
It should have been a hell of a lot better. Jeepers Creepers.
But and it's sad because I was so excited for this one, and I was just like, oh, well, fuck. And then, of course, other stuff concerning, what was it, the director?
Yeah,
that kind of was just like, oh, well.
I think the main problem in this one is Mr. Creeper. I don't like what they did to his character.
Yeah.
Okay, look, the first movie and in part 2, you see him in the day first, but you don't really see him. Yeah. He's in his trench coat and the hat. You don't see him too much. You don't really start seeing him until it's nighttime. He looks creepier. He's in the dark. He's creepy. This movie takes place all during the day, so you have this demon walking around broad daylight with a bright red fucking shirt, acting like no one's gonna even notice this demon there. It's like,
you might as well be holding up a fucking sign that says, "Look at me."
It doesn't look cool. It doesn't look scary.
No.
It's so stupid looking. And then
and it's funny because with the other ones, I know other people, especially myself, would kind of get creeped out by seeing something like that, especially at night. But having it put in the day just ruins it. And there was very few night scenes. Very, very
the night
few.
Scenes were like the flashbacks and crap. And I was like,
I know, I'm just like, dude, what the hell?
It didn't work. And then I don't like how all of a sudden he could drive the car without actually being in the car. Remember at the beginning?
I know.
He gets on top of the truck, and the truck just drives away. And then I guess to look cool. And then he gets in the truck and then drives back. Why?
I was like, is that fucking thing got autopilot or something?
It's
I'm like, the fuck's going on?
Speaking of the truck, I don't like how the truck is alive now. All of a sudden, the truck can shoot spears out the back of it, or it has traps on the inside, or when you open the back door, these blades come down. It's like, what does he need all that for?
But I mean, that's the thing, is that, is it something he rigged up just to have a timer on, or is this thing alive on its own? I mean, because even the whole thing when they were shooting at it, trying to shoot the tires or the front end or whatever,
I don't know, it's just
everything was just ricocheting off this fucking thing like it was fucking Superman.
I know, man. This thing's you can't damage his truck now. I mean, what the fuck, man? It's invincible. What the fuck what are those tires made out of?
I was like, this guy must have come out of, what was it? Oh, I can't even remember the game.
And and the Mr. Creeper, he just doesn't come off as scary or threatening. He's just he's just he pops out.
He's like, hey guys.
He makes a mad face, and then he just grabs them real quick, and then they're done. It's like, okay, well, all right. I mean, it's just kind of, there's no mystery in it. It's not creepy.
Where like those two kids, they first see him, I was just like, is he gonna lick the window again or something? Because I mean, he did it in the second one, and I was just like, if he licks the window, it's gonna be funny.
I don't know. If I'm, and the effects were obviously low budget. It was cheap. Yeah. But I don't care if it's low budget. A lot of great horror movies are low budget and they work out great. This movie just like they didn't. I don't know what they spent their budget on, because it's just all the bad actors. I guess I don't know, because the acting wasn't good, story wasn't good. Mr. Creeper wasn't scary. He looked stupid.
But why so many characters? I mean, the first one didn't even have all that many characters.
There was no need for all those characters.
I know.
There was too much going on at one time. It's like, I don't need all this.
It's like half of this crew could have been extra.
I mean,
we're the back.
This movie should have been made right after part 1, and it should have been about Trish, dealing with the aftermath of seeing her brother taken away. Yeah. Her trying to find him, her trying to find out what the Creeper is, trying to learn as much as possible. That's a better sequel than what part 3 was trying to be. Now, I like part 2 also. Part 2 is not as scary, but I like part 2 because I like the characters, I like their interaction. I think they're funny in the bus. Yeah. So I like all that. And part 3 doesn't have any likable characters. The story's all over the place and confusing. The Mr. Creeper looks dumb in that red T-shirt, and him.
I can't get over that red T-shirt. Dude.
Him trying to throw a spear like with his missing eye and shit. I don't know. It's just.
When I saw him trying to throw that spear, I swear to God, I thought of Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like, oh my God.
That's what I thought he was gonna be.
I thought he was just gonna go around throwing kisses and saying thank you, thank you.
And I hate this because I like the Jeepers Creepers films, and this one is just like. It may just kill the whole series. And will they make another one? I don't know. But if you make another one, you have to have the right budget again, and take it serious, and don't put a T-shirt on the Mr. Creeper. It looks stupid. Why is he wearing a T-shirt? Especially a bright red T-shirt.
If they want to throw a T-shirt on him, okay.
He shouldn't have a T-shirt.
It should be old and tattered, just like the way his jacket is, his coat. And
he looks silly.
To put a bright ass, Kool-Aid man looking thing on him, and just have him run around the whole time during the day, I was just like, dude, what the hell is going on?
I'm surprised he wasn't wearing shorts. It's just it's so bad.
Some khaki shorts and a douchebag hat.
I mean, honestly, anyone, I watch a lot of bad horror films, and I can still recommend you watch them because they offer something funny or something good. I cannot recommend Jeepers Creepers 3. There's nothing about it that's really likable. The only way I can recommend it is if you just like Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 and you, out of curiosity's sake, want to see it. Okay, that's what I did. The curiosity's sake, I said I felt like it wasn't going to be any good. But curiosity said, I'll give it a chance, I'll watch it. But no, it was not good.
What made me cringe when I first saw this thing, and back when it was like first coming out, and how I saw, a picture of the Creeper in that red shirt, I was just like, oh my God, what did they do? This is going to be horrible.
I feel bad for the people who went to the theater on that one screening and then paid to watch that crap. No.
That was a pure ripoff.
I would have came out of the theater really pissed. I probably would have hated it even more because I paid to watch it. This one I'm just watching on Netflix or whatever.
So, yeah. Can't be too pissed.
It's crappy, but I'm not like super pissed off about it. If I saw it in theaters, I would have been pissed. I would have been, this movie's terrible. It's garbage. That's why it's only come out on one day. And fuck this movie.
That's probably why they did it. They're like, it's going to suck. We know it's going to suck. So just one day.
I mean, if you had to give it out of 5 stars,
God.
I give it a 0.
I guess I'm being generous with at least 1 or 2 stars.
I can't, because if I had to, I would have to give it. I would have to find something I'd like to buy. I didn't like anything about this movie.
I didn't either.
The story was not. It was non-coherent. The characters most of them were annoying, and none of them offered nothing. And you didn't really follow enough of the characters to really care about any of them. It was like, oh, this guy likes this girl. Oh, she's taken away. All right, well, I don't care. I mean,
I know that's the same thing with that freckle guy. He was like, "Oh, she got taken. Okay, I'll guess I'll take off now." It's like, dude, if anybody in their right mind would have seen this, they'd be like screaming their ass off like anybody else.
And, at the end, it does imply that freckled guy, he goes on the bus from part 2. But me, being like loving part 2, and who's this freckle guy? There was no guy with freckles
I
on
know,
that bus.
and I found my, and I
Like-
sat there for like 5 minutes or so, like trying to figure out who the fuck was this asshole sitting on the
I don't
bus.
remember. I don't remember no guy that looked like this on that bus. So I'm like, I don't know about that. I kind of wish they just like mentioned it and showed the bus go off instead of having that guy go on the bus. It's just like, who is he? Like I don't
I'm
know.
like, I don't remember this
I don't
asshole.
remember this dude. I mean, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for just shit piling on a movie that I'm pretty sure has been shit piled on enough. But like, the box office only made 3.2 million. But then again, it only was on one night. So, but I guess it's pretty good for one night. But it's just like,
Well, because I knew it would probably suck the rest of the other
man,
nights.
I at least expected to find something I liked at least. Maybe I thought maybe Mr. Creeper could be cool and cool kills, but he still didn't get that. I mean, even the kills weren't very cool. They were just like, I mean, it's
Like
just,
chop here, stab here, and this and that.
you know, he
Okay.
flies, picks somebody up, and okay, I've seen that a couple times already.
It was
you know,
extremely predictable.
it's boring. It really is a
it's
boring
really
film.
boring.
I recommend nobody watch it because I mean,
Like
I feel
of
bad.
course,
I feel
I'm
bad
kind of
saying
going
that.
off the record here, but I mean, even with that other movie, Veronica, that Spanish horror movie that we just recently saw too.
You gotta talk about that one too.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do one on that. I mean, even that scared the hell out of me. I'm like, man, this is what they meant of the Cucuy or something. But no, I mean, sorry, but
That's a better movie.
yeah, to me that was like way better than
And then
Jeepers Creepers.
at the end of this film, it shows Trish from the first one,
which is cool.
and she's talking about how she's gonna find the creeper and gonna kill him. Well, he's in that barn, at the end of part 2.
I'm like, okay, so you know where he's at. Why the fuck are you sitting on your ass?
She doesn't know he's there, but I'm like, we know as
please.
people. He's at that barn tied up until that old man can kill him again, which he's not gonna do. He's probably gonna kill the old man.
Why
But-
not just dip him in acid or
Well, he
something?
should have chopped him into pieces
Burned him,
and
something.
burned him and be done with them. Why re-sew his arm and leg back together and his wings and put him on the wall?
I was like, you just asking for
I'm
trouble,
like, you're asking for him
motherfucker.
to come back and kill your ass. Just burn him.
I mean, that's why I started laughing
Cremate
with
his
the,
ass.
like, with that whole scene with the hand thing and everything. I was like, okay, if this motherfucker just goes all Adam's Family out of nowhere.
What was that shit about? There's a hand, you grab it, you see like
You see things.
like about the. I don't know. It's so stupid. There's nothing.
Get visions.
Nothing in this movie made sense. So I said, you gave it a 1. I give it a 0.
Not thinking about it, I just have to give it a 1.
How can you give it a 1?
That I know, but
What's
I mean,
that makes it give it a 1?
I mean, to me, 1 is the lowest you can go. You're giving it a fucking
I'm
0.
giving it 0 is the lowest you can go. I mean, to give it a 1, you have to say you like at least something. I mean, I like nothing in this movie, so it's like that's why I give it a 0.
I guess.
If
but I don't know.
Mr. Creeper was at least done right, I would say a 1. But he wasn't. He's just wearing a red T-shirt and he's being.
I don't know.
He's out open in the broad daylight. It's just man, it's really stupid.
Oh my god, it just and I just popped my fingers. That's nice. I don't know. I mean, it's just oh my god, it was like the most horrendous.
I'll make
thing.
it easier for you. Would you recommend people watch it?
No.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I don't recommend it. She don't recommend it. I don't know who would recommend it. It's not a good movie, and it does a nice few things about trying to piece things that we heard from part 1. They try to say certain things, certain characters.
Yeah.
That's all cool and all, but your story doesn't make any sense. It's not coherent. It offers nothing new, nothing exciting. There's no reason for this film to exist. At least in my eyes, there's none. Especially with how stupid he looks in the movie and how all of a sudden he can control the truck just being on top of it. I don't know. It's stupid. So
I don't know. This was just like it felt like honestly, this is one I would have to consider like a Frankenstein piece, not because it's like Mary Shelley or no. What I'm meaning is that everything felt so patched up and so sewn together that it just made this one horrendous blob of a movie. And I don't even know how much I can go on about it. It's just
I think we're done with this movie. I think it's just a bad movie. And it's not even a bad movie to where you can watch it and have a fun time laughing at it. It's not even that. It's not even funny.
It's just plain horrible.
It's just bad and boring. So yeah, B&B, bad and boring. Don't watch this
I'd rather.
movie.
I'm sorry, and you know how I feel about the Toxic Avenger. It's not really my cup of tea, but I'd rather watch Toxie like 5 times over than ever having to watch this thing again.
If you want my recommendation, go watch Jeepers Creepers 1, watch Jeepers Creepers 2, stay away from Part 3. Pretend Part 3 doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
In my eyes, it doesn't. It is a bad,
It's just
bad
horrible
film. Nothing to redeem about it. Nothing good about it. All right, I think we shat on Jeepers Creepers 3 enough here. All right. If we do another video review for a horror movie, it most likely will be Veronica, which is on Netflix right now. Our next video will most likely be on Veronica. So I hope you enjoyed our little discussion about Jeepers Creepers 3. If you like it, leave a like. If you want to see more of this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe. And we'll be back for our next horror movie review, which is most likely Veronica, because we did watch that movie, and I think I do want to talk about that one. You do too, right?
I love that movie.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you guys on that video next time. Bye.